how's this chapter of your life going right now? You got a bunch of different things going on. How's everything going?
Great.
Yeah?
It just pinched me, and I just always smiling, and it's been, you know, a dream come true. I worked really hard for it, and just to get to come in here, I was just taking pictures in here and selfies with the camera, because it never gets old for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like my 13-year-old self is like, wow, you know.
And people don't realize how difficult it is to sustain this career, because like you have to bounce around just to get in the mix, and then once you get in the mix, it's like, all right, maybe I want to get some parts that I actually like now.
Right.
So what has this journey been like for you? When you think about some of the biggest moments for you, what's it been like?
It's like it's a dream come true. I mean, you start off, yes, and you start off doing these roles where everyone's seeing you as a victim, and you sort of like, okay, yeah, let me do that for a while, hopefully someone will give you a chance to do something different, and I feel like that's what's happened for me in the past couple of years. You know, I've gone from like crying all the time to
like victim number 3 on this side.
Yeah, exactly. Please, no, not my son.
Yeah.
To being able to play these empowered women.
Totally.
So yeah, you know.
When do you feel like the tipping point happened? Because Gotham was really big for you.
Yeah,
you've done some of the other things. Yeah.
It's funny. I was just I just did an interview, or I wrote an essay for Backstage about, like, I think the moment was, people always tell you that cliche thing of just being yourself, and I think the moment I was able to start being myself was when I started to really land roles. Like before, I would just try to straighten my hair and try to look so beautiful, like they say in the breakdowns. And the moment I was like, let me stop straightening my hair. I wear curly hair. I have curly hair. Let me go in with curly hair.
Totally.
And so you sort of like stand out a little bit. It's not that you're trying to stand out, you're just being yourself, and then people realize that, and you're relaxed in that way. So you're not trying to be something that you're not. And I think the moment that I started to do that, then I guess people start to see, oh, that can sort of influence the character in a way, you know. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I think it's just a good lesson for life. Like even the way we dress, like whatever we're comfortable with, you know, I think that's really important.
I mean, look.
Hey, got your boots. I mean, look at me. You know, this is like, that's you, this is me. Exactly. And you also wrote in that piece, you're an introvert by nature, which
I am.
A lot of actors are introverts by nature, but you're really shy. And but just in general, you describe yourself as that.
Yeah,
but like going into an audition is a really nerve-wracking, scary thing. How do you mentally prepare yourself for something like that?
Well, what helps is that you're playing a character, so that's not you. So
Right,
you're like,
you're
all
going
right,
into a
I'm
whole
gonna blame
different world.
this character if I'm a jerk. Sorry, you know. I think it's preparation. Really, I like to make sure that I know my lines, and I'm as prepared as I can possibly be when I go in. And now I'm just like, I don't put that pressure on myself again of trying to be what they want me to be. I go in as myself. I try to understand the character of how I would feel in these circumstances, and just go and try to portray that. And then the rest is out of my hands, really. And then I go home and the next audition.
Right, and then it's on to the next thing.
Yeah.
So you mentioned playing empowering characters, which is, I'm sure, an awesome thing for you. So whether it's this show or Gotham, like really strong characters doing different types of things on TV, different types of relationships on TV.
Right.
What has been the most fascinating part of that for you?
I think it's to be a role model. I have 2 daughters, 9-year-old twins, and I think it's to show them that you know, that you can be like this strong Latino woman. Don't believe everything that you see on TV.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it all. Really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And do your kids watch your stuff? Like they're
They
into
can't.
it? No?
Look, it's Gotham. It's this. Not yet. I was like, I'm hoping one day, if I'm not like, you know, crying on TV or but one day I'm hoping.
So they've never seen any of your stuff?
They've seen clips of it.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, oh my God, yesterday I was on Twitter and a fan put a GIF on of some making out scene in my bra. My one daughter was like, I can't unsee that now.
Wow.
And then she goes, what's the weather? I'm like, where did you learn this stuff? So yeah, no, one day though.
That's like a whole different chapter of mothering you're not ready for yet. Like maybe just stay off Twitter for a little while.
Exactly. 5 more years, hopefully. We'll see.
Come on. Yeah. Well, you mentioned a really important point about seeing Latin women in leading roles, because like when you're growing up, you're not seeing these same types of women. Like who were the people when you were younger that you were looking to?
Funny because, well, Rita Moreno, of course, because of West Side Story.
Yeah.
But I thought the first, like, we used to go to the video store and like rent videos like that. So the first films we rented were like West Side Story, Flashdance, and Fame, right? So I remember Rita Moreno from West Side Story. I thought Natalie Wood, who was Russian, was Puerto Rican, so I was like, oh my God, I love Natalie Wood. And then there was Coco from Fame, who was the Latina character. I think she was like half Cuban, half black. And Flashdance, Jennifer Beals, I thought she was Puerto Rican just because she had big curly hair
right.
like mine. So you're always like gravitating to these people that sort of look like you. And I think that that's where I really got the acting bug. Because I saw someone with big frizzy hair with olive complexion and was dancing and singing on stage. And I was like, I'd love to do that. I don't know.
My girl right
There's
here.
my girl.
Yeah.
All my Puerto Ricans.
Where you at?
All right, where you at?
So how old were you when you're like, all right, I'm legit about this. I'm actually going to try and make it a career?
Not until like I was in my mid-20s.
Wow. So post-college?
Post-college. I went to Penn State. I was a teacher.
Right.
I studied and got my degree in education. I always loved film and TV, and my friends knew that. In college, I was always imitating people, my professors, the RA, anyone I could, and my friends would crack up, and I would actually donate like plasma every week for like $35 to go to the movies every week and like just watch that stuff. So there was like, oh, you should be an actor, but I was like, I've never done it before, and there was this, you know, like you're in college, they have like these sort of like brochures or like you study at sea or whatever, or they had for AMDA, American Musical Dramatic Academy, you can become an actor. So one of my friends actually filled that out for me, and the application came, and I was like, I can't. She was like, just fill it out, or just pay the $50, and I'll help you with the essays. And I was like, fine. And then I did it, and they called me for an interview. So I mean, if you don't have, friends like that, I mean,
great friend, first of all, and then that's a life-changing moment right there. If that friend doesn't do that for you. You need to surround yourself with people who believe in you. Totally. You know, who like support you and like.